Hello and welcome back to my Let's Take a Look at UnderRail. This is the last part of this small series. In this part we will solve the GSM compound quest and I will show you how to deal with the hostage situation we will encounter later. Right now, first thing to do is find the EMP grenades. Now you don't need to take out these sentry bolts. I could just sneak around probably, but let's just try to take them out. And for that I will need the EMP grenades. I think you can buy some in SGS station at the armory. They are expensive though, so you probably will not have the credits, but if you do, it's worthwhile picking up a few. And you will find two more here behind an electronic lock, however, so hacking skill needed. And they are in this safe or on these shelves. Now let's check the surveillance monitors. The dead body you saw there has the key we need on it, and the key will be used for this hatch. The hatch can be opened if you have something of 50 lockpicking skill, I think. But for this, let's take a look. I will get the key. Well, first kill the sentry bolts, get the key, and then we'll head to level 3. Yeah, EMP grenades, very effective against the sentry bots. Basically the only way this character can deal with them. And we will find them. We will fight them one at a time. Otherwise it will still be too difficult. Yeah, electricity damage. That is what these guys are vulnerable to. And we need to go to this area eventually, to that dead body. And there we will find the key we want. So let's get ready to confront the sentry bots. Now with the EMP grenades, if you do not have the throwing skill, you will need a little bit of luck. But we will just see how it goes. There's one sentry bot in the area. He was there, yeah. Let's check again. It should be here somewhere. Yeah, I did have a level up meanwhile, but still no electronics 50. And let's go. So now he is out of action. Easy target. and then he will go for 2 turns in safe mode, and that's about the time you have to kill them or to disable them. So 1 down. No, I do not think I have enough skill, but let's try it anyway. Nope. Yeah, wait for the surveillance camera and go. There he is. And 2 down, very nice. So if you have the correct weapons, meaning doing electrical damage, then these bots are not that hard. But right now we are out of EMP grenades, so this will be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, very low chance to hit. That will not work. And this is probably the end for this trophy. Maybe I can get to this room. Yeah, if you are in a closed room, you have to wait a few turns. And eventually the sentry bot will give up. Throwing nets could be useful, so let's equip them in a utility slot and let's try again. Yeah, camera will notice me soonish. he is stuck, that's great. Now we can take shots from this corner. Well, it would help if I hit something. %, not great, probably due to not enough light. Yeah, the grenade, it will not do a lot of damage. The normal frag grenade. I should have saved that. And normal shots with the crossbow. Pretty much useless. But we have two special attacks available now. The aim shot. And next turn we can try the kneecap. Although the sentry bot probably doesn't have knees. I did try it anyway. And that's a bit of a lucky shot. Crit. And this should be it. Alright. All sentry bots taken down. And it's nice that you can actually loot the flashbang. And this man was killed recently and he has a key, the emergency hatch key, and that is what we were looking for. It isn't needed if you have sufficient lockpicking skill. So this level is pretty much a safe area right now. Now if you do not manage to take out the sentry bots and you go to the emergency hatch location, you will notice a camera there. There it is. You should take it out before it reaches the alarm level and before you go down the hatch, because if you do not, the bots will probably be waiting for you when you want to get up again, and that will be a hard fight. So level 3, let's see what we got. Well, it took you long enough, and he suddenly notices you are not who he expected. A raider. I thought you said we got everyone, old man. You do? He's not with us, I swear. Hold it right there, Jack. So who the hell are you? Well, just passing through. I'll be going now. I don't think so. Now answer the question. I'm gonna ask you one last time. Who are you? Well, name's Angus. And what are you doing here? Just scavenging. Didn't know this place was taken. And how did you get down here? You can only open the hatch with the key. Where's Max? How did you get the key from him? So Max is the dead guy, let's not mention that. It's their friend. Let's go with, I don't know who that is. I picked the lock on the hatch. Even if you're telling the truth, tell me. Why shouldn't we kill you right here, right now? Now I don't have the persuasion skill, but let's try it anyway. I just need to find a way to open the door on the first level, and then I will be on my way. Not good enough. So combat. First order of business is make sure that the melee guy is stunned or locked into place. Let's try throwing that. And that worked, fortunately. And let's use the poison on the archer. So she will be taking damage for the next 5 turns. And we can now take out the melee guy. That's a little bit lucky. And that's it. Very nice. And she's hollering for help, so if you are unlucky, you could get more raiders in this room. But fortunately that doesn't happen now, so that's good. And let's talk to this guy. Thank you for killing those bastards, but I'm afraid there's more of them. And what's going on here exactly? They stormed our barricade, they killed some, the others are held hostage in the dining hall. And who are they? I don't know. Slavers maybe? Common bandits? I didn't hear them say what they want before I was dragged here to help them access the upper levels. And are they well armed? Well, they have pistols, crossbows, a sledgehammer. They do not have much armor, as far as I could tell though. And let's see. Barricade, what do you mean? There's a breach that leads to the case. Don't know how long it was there. It's how we migrated here. We set up a barricade with auto turrets to protect it, but it didn't do us much good today. So, what do you propose we do? I have an idea. They destroyed the auto turret at the barricade because they were ready for it. But still another deactivated one near the elevator. That sounds like a plan. If you could activate that turret while they are not expecting it, it'll rip them to shreds. At least those out in the hallway. So how do I activate that turret? Just left of the elevator is a surveillance room, and the security console is there as well. The problem is it's locked, so we need to hack our way into the surveillance room and then hack the console to gain access to the auto turret controls. Alright, I got it. You stay here. Good luck. And be sure to turn the turret off afterwards. Well, that's a good safety tip. Thank you very much. We will remember that. Hopefully. Now in this fight you probably need a little bit of luck too. If the knife guy can get his attacks in, it will be difficult. You probably will need to immobilize him first. And the hatch is one of the ways out again when you are done on this level. And as I said earlier, if you didn't take out the sentry bots and didn't destroy the camera, and the camera was able to spot you when you entered the hatch, it is possible that they all three are waiting for you upstairs. And that will be a, well, nearly impossible fight if you have to face 3 of the bots in a small area. So destroy the camera while it is in green status and then continue down the hatch. So first stop is the auto turret. Yeah, we could destroy it. Probably a good idea. And go in stealth. That's probably also a good idea. Let's check out the surroundings. Ventilation shafts. This is the barricade and the destroyed turret. And another key, Mr. Bloomberg's key. Now I think the hostage situation is entirely optional. You will be able to find the key card for Gorski even without dealing with the hostage situation. But let's do that also, why not? We are here now anyway, and I want to use the traps. I think that is the first time I used the traps. Even though I invested quite heavily in the skill. And again, let's try to find a ventilation shaft that gives access to a locked room, so we can take the stuff. Yeah, if you do not have access to these shafts, because you do not have lockpicking skill or not enough strength to use the crowbar, then you will probably need to take out the 2 patrolling guards in order to get the key card. And this is a nice opportunity. And a flashbang grenade. Good find. We will use that later. And that's it in this room. And the door of this room is open, but I think it's safe enough to check it out. So let's do that. And I think you can find the security keycard in this room or in the next one. And a little bit lucky there. One of the guards just paused. Well, that's not great. One lockpick. Yeah, the keycard is probably in this room. And I'm not sure if the door is locked. So I'm not sure if you need... And there is what we wanted, the level 1 storage keycard. So mission basically complete. We could go and return to Gorski. And this door is not locked, so even without lockpicking, you could enter this room. A little bit of an edit here. We are now ready to manipulate the auto turret to hack it. And take care of the guards. But first, let's check out the surveillance monitors. And there is the hostage situation. That is the boss. will be difficult to kill, and he does a lot of damage. Now I think it is possible to negotiate with these guys if you have enough persuasion, but since we do not, let's take him out. And first step, hacking the auto turret. Yeah, let's turn them on and let's watch the show. And there should be another guard. That's it. Guards taken out. Now we need to devise a plan to take out the bandits in the restaurant. And let's not forget to turn the auto turrets off before we do anything else. So coast clear. Let's check it out and let's see what these guys have loot wise. Now, as I said before, this is entirely optional. You already have the security keycard you wanted in the first place. But there's a hostage situation and, well, we cannot let that continue, of course. And a sledgehammer. Nice weapon if you are a melee fighter. Decent loot, not bad. And stealth apparently high enough to remain invisible to these guys. They will notice you through the windows, however, if you are out of stealth. And some food which will increase agility, that's useful, we'll take it. And we will probably leave the other stuff. We are already, yes, we are already full on inventory. Now these weapons, if you are not going to use them, there is a recycle blueprint available, and that allows you to turn these guns into parts, and with those parts you can make repair kits, which you can sell for a good price, or of course use them to repair stuff. So that's why I am keeping most of these guns, just to recycle them later on. I think we are just about ready to set a plan in motion, and the plan will be place a lot of traps around the entrance. And let's eat a cave hopper steak. Yeah, it is maybe possible to open the door, somehow engage the enemy, get back to the console and turn the turret on, but well, I've tried this a few times and I just couldn't time it right. But I think it should be possible somehow. Yeah, let's place a few bear traps here. Now this is about as far as I played the early access game, so after this the game will be fresh to me too, and I'm not even sure if I want to continue with this character. I already have some ideas for a, well, potentially better one, I hope, and that's the fun part of these RPGs with good character development possibilities, that you, well, at least I do that, frequently restart to try something else, and maybe even spend more time restarting than actually finishing the game. Yeah, a few more traps are needed, I think. Now you can trigger your own traps, so you need to maneuver carefully around them. And this is to give myself another exit point, but I do not think it is very useful because the ventilation shafts, if I am correct, cannot be used in combat. But this is a route you could take if you manage to pull it off, to engage these guys, get in the ventilation shaft, get back to the turret, turn it on, and well, let the turret take care of business. So now we are finally ready to set the plan in motion. Maybe another trap. Can never have enough traps. Now the enemies can actually spot your traps, but if you have a high enough trap skill, it will be difficult for them. And now we are ready after a quick edit. Well, a final trap, why not? And let's get the show on the road. We will probably start with healing. That wasn't very smart, out of stealth. The security camera isn't pointing this way, that's fortunate. And let's start with a flashbang grenade to set things in motion. And run around the corner. And we can get into cover around this corner, that's great. And these guys will be trapped, hopefully, at least that is the plan. I think we trapped one of the civilians, Sully. That's unfortunate. Not much we can do now. I do not think Sully is going to make it. He is bleeding, so that is fortunate. Yeah, that's it for Sully probably. And the leader is trapped, great. No special attacks available, however. Yeah, we'll probably need to kill him this turn, but still no special attacks and a miss. And I think I got one hit point left. Heal up and a critical, and that's it. Well, we didn't manage to save all the civilians, unfortunately. So, if you are a completionist, you should reload and try again. But for now I'll leave it at this. Pretty much optional. And we got a special weapon, the knife, a jackknife. Gives you extra trap skill, extra lockpicking skill. And it's probably a decent melee weapon. And at least we managed to save one guy. So now we can go back to Gorski, report in. Assault rifle, nice if you are a gun character. So you can get nice loot from these raiders or bandits, whatever they are. Yeah, that's probably it for the loot. Quick edit and I will get my trap back. I'll try to disarm it, and if your skill is high enough you can get your trap back. And it is recovered. Great. Now I think you cannot take these stairs up, they are blocked, and the elevator is stuck, but you can try to fix it, and that works. And if it doesn't work, you need to use the emergency hatch to get back. So let's report in, and that will be it for this. Let's take a look. I hope you have a good impression of the game, some of the mechanics. And as I said in the beginning, if you liked Fallout 1 or 2, you will probably like this game. Let's have a quick chat with Gorski. We found the key card. So you can open the vault. Good work, let's give it a try. Let's do that. And burrowers. I think old Jonas told us about them. Deadly. So the gate is closed again. Here's your payment. And you could try to persuade him to let you investigate that cave. I do not have the persuasion skill, so this will fail. But if you have the skill, you can try it. But remember that the enemies there, the burrowers, are very nasty. It's a dead wish, as Gorski says, so keep that in mind. Let's pack it up. And with that, I will end the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.